Dawson Rider Wiki.
Hey YouTube, Dawson Rider here. Welcome to my review for Kishiryu Sentai Ryusoulger episode 44. Another pretty good episode, I would say. So we basically pick up where we left off outside of a little beginning scene with Creon talking about how he's going to find Ryusoul because he has his hearts and just... Please, no, well, he only has one heart. I mean, but just please don't come back. I know he's gonna come back, but just please don't. We pick up where we left off, where Kanalo's sister, Ajo, there we go, I almost forgot her name, but then I found it. But she's been kidnapped, but then they very quickly save her through a clever little plan that they kind of formulate with nonverbal cues, where Ko tricks the guy with the hat, who we find out later is somebody, who, that was his villain name before though, the guy with the hat, everyone knows this. But he's like, okay, here's the Ryusoul caliber, and then he moves, and Melt tricks him by using the Smash Soul. I feel like there could have been other effective souls to use at long range than the close combat one, but whatever. They basically save her, and then they start heading off to go confront Eris. You know how it is when you're confronting your giant ball villain. Everyone goes through it at some point in their career. When they're going to do that, they find out that a Drudon is attacking the city. So at first I was worried. I was like, oh no, please don't have that moment where they all go leave. Because Sentai and PR will do that all the time where they're like, okay, we need all of our team to do this one job. I'm like, you know, there's a reason there's like 5-6 people on this team so you can split up tasks. And they're like, no, we all have to all do it, teamwork! I was like worried that they were all gonna abandon this mission and go, but then they're like, oh no, Ko's like, I'll go. I'm like, oh, you're actually gonna divide your resources? This isn't Sentai. And then, oh my god, why am I always forgetting Pink's name? Whatever. She goes with him, and so everyone else stays to attack Eris while they go to fight the monster, and Precious has created a third monster so that she's got stuff going on all over the place. So then we kind of divide between the battles, and so you have Ko and... is it Ami? why is her name just escaping me? Maybe it's just like one of the lesser important things in my brain and I keep erasing it. But they're fighting the monster and, you know, they eventually get demorphed and it's like an intense battle. And then the monster ends up growing and then there's this whole thing where like Piton is scared and they're like, we need you, even though we have like a bazillion other mechas and we can probably do it fine. But we need you! But Gabutira, no wait, Tiramigo, there we go. Tiramigo's fighting on his own with the Mosarex formation, which we haven't seen in a while. And then Piton eventually, you know, gets over it and saves the day and they do the mecha battle and stuff like that. So pretty generic stuff with that, but they're all fighting, so we kind of split between that fight over there. And oh yeah, before I forget though, something I did like about that was there was a moment when Tiramigo shows up and Ko's in the mech fighting the mech battle before Piton shows up. And is it Asuna? Who's Ami? Whatever, Pink. When she's fighting, they're like, ha ha ha, you're alone. And she's like, I'm not alone, all my friends are with me, don't you see our souls? So like generic Toku stuff. And then there's a moment later where they're trying to strike down Precious and one of the monsters jumps in front of her and they're like, oh my god, he jumped in front of her, and she's like, ha, don't you see our souls? Like, I don't know, I thought it was a funny little snarky comeback at their, like, you know, Sentai cheesiness, so I kind of liked that moment. And then you have the fight with the other monsters going on at Eris's base, and, you know, there's, like, also a bit about teamwork. It's like, Green's like, aren't we better working together? I'm like, you are working together, you're all fighting together, why are you... Oh, they're all fighting the monster, and then at one point, one of them's done gonna blow up, and then the hat guy saves them. Green's like, I knew it! I'm like, no you didn't. You didn't know Hux was the spy. The guy with the hat reveals himself to be Master Black. Honestly, I didn't see that coming. I'm sure it was in one of the scans, or some of the summaries, or spoilers, but honestly, I've liked Ryusoulger okay, but I don't care about it enough to keep up with that as much as some of the other series in the past. I only try to keep up with like the mecha debuts, or, you know, Geizorg Brown and stuff like that. So I haven't been following as closely any plot spoilers, so I'm sure there was people that knew that. I'm sure there was people that did guess it. I'm sure there was people that pretended that they guessed it, but I didn't see that aspect coming. I thought it was just like that thing about Precious having his heart was just to show that that's how she controls people. I'm not sure if it's a guy or a girl, to be honest. Could be both, who knows. Didn't see that aspect coming, that was Master Black. And then he takes them to Eris and he's basically like, oh, it's indestructible, and Kanalo's Kanalo like defies it and tries to slash it with the Ryusoul caliber and it doesn't work, and he I almost said, not Kanalo's not surprised, but Master Black's surprised to learn that the Ryusoul caliber is not working as well or depowering or whatever, and then he wants to be taken to Seto. But it was a pretty solid episode. There was some really cool action, some good fights when they were splicing between the two, good moments within that, and like I said, I thought the Master Black reveal was kind of surprising. Like, I knew he was going to come up soon, but I didn't know he was going to be that guy. Maybe I wasn't paying that close of attention, but it was a pretty good reveal, I thought, and at the moment isn't quite as generic as, you know, oh, I'm working with them because I'm evil. Like, so he talked about how he was going undercover with them, with Precious, based on the novel Push by Sapphire. He basically said, like, you know, I was working undercover, but then it backfired because she got his heart. So that's why he's working with them, I presume. And, you know, that's also a little bit generic, but it's better than just like, oh, he turned evil. So it seems like there's a little bit more to it, and I liked that. I thought it was kind of cool and unexpected for at least some people, and it moved things forward in an interesting way. Like I mentioned last week, though, it definitely feels like we're filling out time a little bit because we have like 48 episodes, I think. And so, like I said last week, it felt like we could be wrapping up in a couple episodes, and this one definitely felt like, oh, let's have another monster attack in this weird arc about Piton being scared to fill time, because we could be wrapping this up, but we need to extend it. But still, I thought it was a solid episode. I would probably give it an 8. I'm definitely looking forward to the final weeks, because not only are things getting interesting in the last battles, but we're actually keeping the momentum going. The next 3-4 episodes are actually going to be finale momentum, because like a lot of the times in recent years, in both PR and Sentai, they have this weird thing where we have very little momentum until the last couple episodes, so I appreciate that there's actually good momentum going on. But what do you guys think? Did you like this week's episodes? Were you surprised by the Master Black reveal? Let me know in the comments as per usual. Until next time, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and climb the steps and ring that bell to get notifications for my videos. Dawson Ryder, signing out.